Last year, we just got off of, in this space, we just got off of California passing AB 1482, the California statewide rent control. You can know sooner than we just kind of got that figured out, then bam, we had COVID, and then now we have this new COVID Tenant Relief Act of 2020, which is AB 3088. At least we know now between March 1st and September 31st, 2020 is what we're calling the protection period. Or what the protection is protection from eviction for non-payment of rents during that time. What it is not is protection from the tenant owing the money. Okay, then there is the transition period, which is from September 1st, 2020 to January 31st, 2021. During that period of time, if the tenant is protected from eviction, provided that they pay at least 25% of the rents owed during that time period, they can't be evicted. And they have up until the end of January to pay that 25%. If one of the most important things that a landlord needs to know is if you have a tenant who is behind in their rent for any of this time period, there is notification that you need to serve your tenant. The tenant is required to sign a declaration of COVID financial distress. You can't just do it because you don't feel like paying rent. You have to sign as a tenant under penalty of perjury that you have been negatively affected by COVID-19. In the past, it used to be a 3-day pay or quit, which is pretty simple. You either pay the back owed rent or you're quitting your right to live there. Now it is a 15-day notice to pay or quit because of AB 3088. And these are business days. So the landlord needs to serve over this 15-day notice. It includes the tenant's rights as part of that. And then there's another part of it that where the tenant signs this affidavit saying that they have experienced that financial hardship, and then the landlord has a proof of service thing that they need to do. Oh, and by the way, just so you know, there's multiple forms. You get it from the Apartment Association, you get one from California Association, you get one from the eviction attorney. There's not like the state doesn't give you the form. They give you the responsibility, go find the form. If you are a landlord that has a tenant that has not paid their rent, what you need to do, reach out and make sure that your property manager, if they are in fact being compliant and are aware of all this. Secondly, if it is going to something that you think you're going to evict somebody, you need to consult an eviction attorney. There has never been a time that it's been more important to not try to evict somebody yourself. Because I can tell you, it's taken some time and resources on our part to be up on it, and we manage, several hundred properties. For the back due rent, they still then for that back due amount, which they still owe. Please, tenants, don't forget, you still owe the money. As the law is written now, I believe they have until February 2022 to pay that back due amount. Here's the key. If you're a tenant and your landlord sends you this official looking piece of paper with dates filled out on it and dollar amounts and who to pay the rent to and all that, don't throw it in the trash. Pay attention to that stuff, because at the end of the day, if you just throw it all away and figure what can they do, it's COVID, you do owe someone some money and they need to have some kind of rights to get the property back. We all kind of work together here to get through this unprecedented time. I mean, this is unlike anything anybody has seen in our lifetimes. most people really do want to do the right thing. I mean, I think we're in a good position here to see that firsthand. If you're a landlord trying to work your way through and understand this, and God knows you can go through all the tutorials and forums and read all the stuff on the internet, you can. I really encourage you, just pick up the phone, give us a call, send us an email, whatever you're comfortable with, and we're more than happy to talk to you about the rules and how it all works. If you find yourself at the point where you're tired of taking care of your property and like to have your property start taking care of you, please reach out to us and we'll start the conversation.